I just have to take a second just for pure pride of how amazing all of that was, and to know that so many of our alumni were involved. I would love to go ahead and have our filmmakers and cast members, which is probably pretty much the whole audience. You guys just come up here while I talk a little bit about the fact that those last two films were directed, written, and produced. As you saw, Vanessa Neff wrote, co-directed, and produced hers. Janice Baker wrote, directed, and produced hers. And a little bit of history, they were my very first students. Like the perfect blend of like the newest students doing their quick little 3-minute films just to do it, just to get into it, and then to see these amazing people reach that level. And am I right that you both came up with your concept in Bronwyn's screenwriting class, the ideas for these films?
I came up with mine at one of our BTO creative meetings that we were having weekly then,
Yeah.
about ideas for different topics or subjects for films, and one of them was about family. And it was like this lightning bolt hit me, and I'm like, I'm sitting there. It did. It just, I'm like, God, the way that I feel the love that I have for my daughter, and I looked at, mostly the other younger people because I'm the oldest. I was like, they don't know. They don't know yet because they haven't gotten it. So I was like, I'm gonna write that down. So I literally wrote it in the middle of the night one night.
Yeah.
And then I brought it in and we did a table read and.
Yeah. So this is a perfect example of all the elements of what we needed when it came to the acting, when it came to the writing. Being able to have our teachers that help with the acting, being able to have Bronwyn's screenwriting course, being able to tap into all the elements of creativity, lead to that as a final version. I know that it's one of those nights. I want to be able to open up the floor a little bit for just a few questions and things. I appreciate everyone's staying and being a part of this, but I did want to just allow you, Janice, to continue your thought that you were about to say.
Oh, yeah. So in Bronwyn's class, I wrote a short script about a little girl who's kind of on her own, sort of same thing, and it got picked up by a production company in the UK. It's just a feature film. So I had to. Nothing to do with it other than about every month they write to me and ask a question. So I had to come up with something else.
Yeah.
So that I could film. And that's what we come up with.
Wow. And in that last piece, as you can tell, there were so many cameos from BTO in that. I loved it. It was basically the whole people, the extras, and everybody was all part of the studio. So I just wanted to allow anybody. I would love for you just to kind of say your name, say your film, and then we'll open up just for a few minutes to just throw out a couple questions for some of our filmmakers or our alumni or actors. And then we'll end the night with a quick little go get your last bit of dessert, eat the last bit of barbecue. We'll take about 15-20 minutes to mingle, congratulate everybody, get those pictures in, and then we'll be what we call tail lights in production at 10 o'clock. So we'll be shutting down pretty much around 10 o'clock. But allow yourself to mingle and talk a little bit after we do a couple of introductions and Q&As. So go ahead, start right here, Sam.
For those of you that don't know me, my name is Christian Hayes, and I got to be part of the cast and crew of the films Malignant and Easy Action. We're part of a San Diego-based film production team, and we've been working on it a couple years. The director could unfortunately not make it here today, but I'm here on his behalf, so thank you.
Hi, my name is Mary Staining. I was in the film Surrender, and I met Larry on another film set, and we sort of felt an instant sort of acting connection. And then he's been a writer, and he and his wife Sid have had a carbon footprints company, and they produced Surrender. And so I really had a lot of fun being in that.
When we couldn't get together and act, I started writing a series where people had to meet online during a Zoom session because we had a pandemic, and that's where I met Mary. I developed a story for her and my character's daughter, and then we had such a good time. We just did 5 episodes online, and then we just did the feature at the end. So I got tired of doing Zoom acting, so I watched.
Hey, I'm Sid McGregor, Larry's wife, and that was my debut directing. So. It's true, lots of notes go on.
Well, I'm Felicia D. I'm an alumni of BTO, and I'm at Janice in class. I'm Bernice. I'm the first door lady. But yeah, working with Janice has been, and Ron has been a pleasure. I recently did my own short, and Janice was like, "Yeah, just put it out there," and I did, and it's done well. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
Hey everybody, I'm Rob Underhill, and I was the DP and editor for Bus Fair and for Dear Daughter, and I was the co-director for Dear Daughter as well.
I'm Janice Baker. I was the writer and director of Bus Fair, and it's my second film with BTO. We did another one called Interview with Me, and it did pretty well in the festival circuit.
Did great.
And Rob was the DP of that as well. Felicia played the correctional officer, and I don't think Ian's here tonight.
I'm Vanessa Neff, and I was in Daryl's first class at the original BTO, and that just kind of started everything, and I'm so grateful to you for getting me rolling in this. And I already kind of told you how Dear Daughter got started, so it's been wonderful being associated with these creative people. It just makes me so hopeful for the future.
Love her hair. Her hair since the first time I met her. I was like, if I could just have her.
But you know what comes with the hair is all the wrinkles.
It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, passing on over here.
Hi, my name is Jaden Swindell, and I was in the acting of Bus Fair.
Hi, my name is Evelyn, and I was Eyeless in Bus Fair.
Hi, my name is Serena, and I was also in Bus Fair. I'm Alexander, and I was Olivia in Bus Fair.
Hi, I'm Jerem Rudder, and I was in Bus Fair. I've been with BTO for a while, and they're just amazing. They've helped me launch my entire career. They're awesome.
I'm Jared Pierce. I'm a BTO alumni, and I was just to do it, bus stuff.
I'm French, and I'm Kenya in Father the Training Movie.
I'm Lip Stevens. I met Janice auditioning for Bus Fair, and it was such a treat to work with her and Rob and the whole team, and all of these fantastic kids. It's hard to get good kids. I don't know how you do that. Thank you.
And I'm Andy again. I wrote and directed that short in the snow for the Taking Pizza.
Yeah. So real quickly, if there's any questions from the audience, you can ask any of our filmmakers, our alumni, anybody anything that you would like. We're just going to open the floor for a few minutes, just if anybody would like to know anything about the process or any questions you have. Yes, sir.
Why weren't there any cats in the later movies?
Classified. We gotta put cats in everything now.
I took notes from the first batch.
It was a cat strike. Sorry.
But if I could just recommend
Oh, I just wanted to say, like,
I know cats, but you can bring your own cats.
I have a non-cat question, but I do love cats as well. I was just gonna say that I loved all of these films. Briefly, I can't remember all of them, but I do know I love the fantasy, fire, snow, and the Dear Daughter. Well, after the Malignant and the other one, I was like, holy crap. I was like, I slapped myself in the face like during it, but it was so good, but I was like about to cry when he was the rock and pummel and all that. But then I'm not a grandma, but I almost cried with the Dear Daughter because I have that same love seeing what with my mom and being a grandma, and so thank you guys so much.
Yes.
For the kids, what was the best part of being on set and making your movie?
The cookies.
The big sale items afterwards, so that was pretty fun.
That's another theme of the night, cookies.
Cookies and cats. That should be the new name.
Oh my god.
Yes. I liked acting.
No, it was the coldest day of the year.
I was
I don't remember how cold it was. It was the coldest day of the year that we had. And we started at like 7 in the morning. We were outside all day, and they were freezing. And the bus. It was warm enough. We'd either send them into holding in the restaurant or in the bus to stay warm. It was so cold. They were all wrapped in blankets. They were troopers.
Yeah, they were. Yes.
Janice, can you tell them about the bus?
Oh,
The bus.
yes.
So I was going to do all this right. You know, we wanted to use the city block. Got the permits. Went through the city of Raleigh and the film office and asked, "Can I rent a bus?" And they said no. They tried. They said no. So I was like, "Okay, here's the plan." I remember the meeting. Here's the plan. We're going to have our extras. They're going to get on a real bus. They're going to go down to Shaw University. We're going to send the PAs down there and pick them up and bring them back. And I'm going to have to buy, pardon my language, a ton of bus passes. Right? So about 10 days before the film, I go to the Go Raleigh office down the road. I walk in. The whole premise of the film is based on the fact that she loses her bus pass supposedly and needs bus fare. Go into the Go Raleigh office and I was like, I need to buy a bunch of bus passes. And I was like, bus is free. So I just went, I've got like thousands of dollars wrapped up in this film that means nothing now because the stupid bus is free. And I was like, yeah, you're right. They don't have to know it's Raleigh. Okay. And but we got there that morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, and we've got our little area staked out. We've got all the permits. This bus pulls up, and the driver gets out and says, "Is this the place?" Like, it's a bus stop. And she holds up a copy of my film permit, and they sent me a bus.
Yes. Yes.
I'd like to thank all of you guys for everything that you've done. Like, for the community of film, I was on the brink of wanting to quit acting, and seeing all of this, everything, it gives a passion back to film.
Once you think you're out, put it back in.
I have auditioned over 680 something times. Don't give up. If I'd given up, I've never been on Netflix, I've never been on Hulu. I've done quite a bit, and I still think I haven't done enough. But and at that moment when you feel like you want to give up, something is about to happen. Trust me, I have lived it.
Remember Mark Ruffalo.
I'm telling you from experience, because when I uprooted and left Atlanta, I almost panicked. And I ran into back to one studio.
Yeah, tell me the
And
story
my
about
experience,
how you
like,
found this, Felicia.
my friend was buying me roses because I only like blue roses. So she had found a spot, got blue roses, and we turn around the corner and I see, she's like, look. I said, what? God, this has to be you. And when I tell you, I walked to the door like I was going home, and I was banging on the door like, somebody let me in. I called that number on the door every single day. When I first got up in the morning, in the noon time, whenever I thought about it, I called that number. Not knowing that it was the wrong number. I go to social media. I'm like sending them messages.
She hunted us down.
And they literally have this automated message. I'm like, why does it keep coming back saying the same thing? Then I realized it was automated. And so I finally, somebody responds, and they finally give me the correct number. But I don't call, I show up. And I mean, I'm showing up every single day. I was like, nobody's ever here. And so finally, Trevor hit me back, and I finally, the door was open. It was like, I walked into heaven. All your doors are open. Like literally. And I started taking classes and helping with auditions, and it's been wonderful because I got some good news, but I can't tell you. I signed a 44-page NDA.
Oh, jeez.
Holy cow. 44 pages. Never done it before.
Sniper over there.
It's really, like, don't give up. I mean, I'm serious because I sometimes I audition, I know I killed it.
Yeah.
But I don't look 60. Well, I don't look 50. I was told 2 weeks ago that I didn't look 45. But the casting, they wanted me so bad because of my energy. They wanted me. And so the producer called and said, well, can you give us proof that she's 54? Like literally, can you give us proof? And so I said, I'll send you my driver's license. Like, my birth certificate, what do you want? And so instead, they asked for my Instagram. So I did a real quick, I did a video. I'm 54 years old. I don't know what else to tell you. I got good genes, they're just not blue. And they called me back 15 minutes after I did it, and they told me I got it. So I shot the commercial in Nashville last week. Don't give up.
Not giving up, you can take class.
Yeah.
And keep practicing and keep connecting, because as you can see, all of these people used each other in these films. And that's the best part of this that I've been able to be as an observer and watching and seeing this whole beautiful story unfold, is watching all the people come in with that dream in their eyes, wanting to just feel like they belong, wanting to be a creative person, wanting to connect with other creatives. And then that creative energy starts to just blossom and flow everywhere, and we keep attracting, and all of you are here because of it, and we've attracted some of the best teachers that I think exist in the world today. So thanks everybody for this amazing night. This was our first try at this. We're going to keep building and we're going to keep getting better. I think a few of you now can maybe start doing a little bit more filmmaking ideas, start coming up with your scripts, start coming up with getting your friends together. Let's make some films. Let's be a part of the next one. And in the meantime, keep up with us. We do have our social media. I think we'll put a slide up of Triality Studios, which once again, let's give a huge round of applause.